pretend to be a social product through sport, by sport, using sport, the outcome of education, study, work, the outcome of interaction between athlete, technical team, medical team. You have here an image of what we intend by sport in the Olympic point of view. But now, if you speak of the Olympic point of view, sport is a step of total sports business, which is quite different. Starting point and central core of direct exploitation of the human biological machine against health. Olympic sport, there is a problem there. No, it's not. Now, Olympic sport, Olympic is a social product, yes, but for sport, not through sport, for performance and profit. And there are many, many dangerous links. Okay. Dangerous links with extreme sport practice, hypermedicalization, and also doping. Olympic sport is a social product for performance and profit under the management of what I call record wizards, fighting for medals only. And of course, high-level Olympic sport suffers from peer pressure, media harassment, and those are destabilizing factors having negative effects on the athlete's health and indirectly on the public health. So, Olympics, Youth Olympic Games. If we want that Youth Olympic Games should be credible, they should immediately create a breaking up with pro-Olympism, which is, of course, not so easy. So, I will go a little bit fast now on the two next slides, because I think we should have time for discussion. I tried to make an analysis of some problems that could occur with the Youth Olympic Games. You know that they will have the same sports as for major Olympics in 2012 and 2014. It means 26 summer sports, 7 winter sports, with a restricted number of disciplines. But there will be also, and it is the major difference, a cultural and educational program. We try to educate, engage, influence the young athletes and to encourage active participation in their communities. And there are 8 main topics, you can see them here, and among those topics, well-being and healthy living. The Youth Olympic Games are open to young boys and girls aged 14 to 18. And one problem is, at those age, you know, there are very big difference, or there might be very big difference between young people. So we have to take care of it. In some regions or countries, those differences can be more difficult because the civil status is vague. Also, one problem could be that gathering legally minor boys and girls, young adults, adolescents, pre-adolescents together in the same village should be considered a heavy responsibility sometimes. And also, we have to determine how the countries that will participate and the countries that will organize are ready to take this responsibility in account. Another problem in participation, would the young athletes who would have already been selected for the major Olympic will be participate in the Youth Olympic Games, and will they have a special status or not? Also, what about the participation of young people with special characteristics and necessities? Will there be youth Paralympic Games? Those are just some questions. Then also, the qualification criteria and the recognition of the results may be a problem, because some countries will like to prepare and select some gold medal figures more than trying to educate them. It means there could be a very intense training and precocious extreme specialization for very young people, because if it begins at 14, it means you have to prepare them when they are 10 if you want to make golden medal figures. And of course, it might be difficult to appreciate the educative role in that case. Also, and which is important, I think, is the coexistence of the sports program and the cultural and educational program. How to control that all of the young athletes have been well prepared during pre-games for both sport events and for cultural and educational program. How to control that all of the young athletes will really participate in the cultural and educational program during the games. And there might be also unfairness between the athletes who have already finished with their sport events and those who will still have not competed. And what I want to insist on is the notion of before the game and after the game. Pre-games are very important for the issue of Youth Olympic Games. It is essential that all athletes have been well prepared before undergoing the selection trials and the competition. And there are also post-games. It is essential that all athletes who have participated in the games be able afterward to increase their knowledge and to spread it among others. The idea is the same as for university. Those games will stay for 2 weeks, which is important is pre-games and after games. And this is very difficult to manage. So it is a challenge for Olympism to enhance, without altering them, the traditional values codified in the Olympic Charter, achieving a reasonable balance in managing paradox between different issues, educational and humanist values, health values, sports economy, and media values, which are also important. Youth Olympic Games intend to combine sports, education, health. Youth Olympic Games intend to open up new prospects for young people. And this is our motto for education, be like you. The Youth Olympic Games propose young people to build their own age instead of just enduring the present era. Is it a pleasant utopia, or will we assist to a credible break? We don't know actually, but remember, the Olympic idea by Pierre de Coubertin was also considered at the beginning as a pleasant utopia. So, we will try to be together for a better world. And before I let you ask some questions, I wanted to say that I didn't know how to tell Harbin I love him. But the day today is Valentine's Day, so it's very, very easy. Thank you very much.
Of the people are physically active. The bigger problem is getting another 80% group. You did a wonderful presentation. You got many, many important points. My issue with the Youth Olympic Games, my problem is that even in a local physical education class, the people who are athletic want to do it, and the people who are not, they want to stay on the side and not be physically active. And I think that's a problem with this game. And another problem with the game is that this, we call gold diggers, the people who are going to train them physiologically, it's not a good idea to do that to children, to prepare for this. So, thank you for your comments, and I just wanted to do my 2 cents.
Well, I can give you a very short answer, of course, but I think Mr. Dr. Chan agreed with me. I wouldn't like to speak only about sport. In my country, once upon a time, we spoke about sport and physical education. And my will would be that we begin with physical education at school, try to teach young people what is the meaning of sport, what is the meaning of sport spirit, what is the meaning of what they will do when they will be on the stadium to practice relay sport. So first to school, teaching, educating, then the association for social life, then the club for competition. And then, don't forget, when you are older, try to give what you received before to all the others. And really, my answer is, I feel sport is part of education, and most countries should not ignore that and should integrate it really as a compulsory matter in their teaching. Because I would have liked it once in my life to stay a part of mathematics. Why is it possible for sport and not for mathematics? Well, I don't know if I can answer, but I think we should salute what the president of the IOC wanted to do. He had to do it. Maybe it's an utopia, but he had to do it.
Okay, thank you for your response. And as you know, we just into a new concern about the knowledge in society. So we talk about how important sport is. Guardian is from France, the hometown of Kuwait. So he mentioned a lot about education and sport and cultivation. Now let's turn to the second keynote speaker, Mr. Danielson. He will give us
Well, for me, I'm only an amateur. I'm not a professional university sports specialist for physical education. But I love sports. And being my position as